No, I didn't agree with the war, but the fact of the matter is, I was a young man of a certain age, and my country was at war, and I would have a choice to make. Was I going to participate, or was I not going to participate? And I would remember that choice for the rest of my life.
The invasion of Iraq brought Saddam Hussein's brutal regime to a swift end. What followed was a storm of chaos, out of which an insurgency was born.
There were Iraqis, of course, in the insurgency, but there was a lot of foreigners coming from all over the Arab world, even from other non-Arab countries, even from the United States, from France, Europe. Among those vying for power, one Jordanian man stood out. His name was Abu Musab al-Zarqawi.
Al-Zarqawi is a product of the Jordanian prison system, who had a dream of establishing a new caliphate, and he was bound and determined to do it.
After America disbanded the Iraqi army, Zarqawi built one of his own, drawing thousands of fighters from inside and outside Iraq.
The violence that Zarqawi preached was so appealing that people would come from all over the world to do the most horrendous and brutal things to people.
It was a daily scene when you go out and see bodies dumped in trash. They tied the kids into rocks and they threw them in the river. They cut their heads. It was horrible.
You're either with them or you're against them. If you're not with them, or if you don't financially support them, you're dead by all means.
Zarqawi called his group Al-Qaeda in Iraq. Today we know them as ISIS. In the spring of 2004, Iraqi nationalists and Zarqawi's growing army seized control of Fallujah, just miles from the capital.
These terrorists were armed to the teeth. No one could fight against them.
Fallujah kind of was pushing a lot of danger into the country, pumping, constantly pumping.
That was their safe zone. They go out and do stuff all over the country. If they could make it back to Fallujah, they were safe.
It had to be stopped, or the country will turn over to Al-Qaeda.
By October of 2004, Iraq's prime minister ordered civilians out of Fallujah so Iraqi and coalition forces could retake the city.
We are determined to clean Fallujah from terrorists.
90% of the population left the city, while thousands of insurgents turned it into a fortress. Early on November 9th, American and Iraqi troops entered Fallujah side by side. The next 6 days would be among the bloodiest in half a century.
Holy shit.
It was real for us very quickly. We had a, KIA Marine within 5 minutes.
That city was 100% controlled by insurgency. We would find a head in the street, and there was no body. And we would find a body, and there was no head.
I knew this was an Al-Qaeda thing, this was a foreign fighter thing. I knew this was whoever the hell wanted to fight us in the whole world was coming to Fallujah.
Early in the morning of November 9th, 6 battalions of American and Iraqi forces began pushing south to clear all insurgents from Fallujah.
The only way you can clear a city is you have to search every house, you have to search every room, and you have to root out every insurgent.
They'd remain static in a building, knowing that they're probably not going to live. They may not even have a way back out, but they're so heavily fortified that you have to go in there and get them.
Every time we would go into one of those buildings, you never know what to expect.
It's different every single time. The only constant is, the fear, the adrenaline, the unknown.
We sustained hundreds of casualties. I mean, one guy in a building could take out a fire team.
first objective for Regimental Combat Team 1 was to retake the Jolan district.
Jolan district was a district where that was kind of Al-Qaeda's headquarters. And we knew that it was going to get hairy down there.
There was still that sense of fear as we pulled into the city. I mean, it just grips you.
It was pitch black that night. Pitch black, because they did the attack on no moon, no illumination at all.
You could hear them from the mosque shouting to each other, let them come in, you know, never run, never show them that you're afraid. It's tough fighting an enemy that's not afraid to die.
Copy, Beowulf. First squad, get up to that rooftop and get our boys out of there. Suspected sniper in the minaret. ROE says you cannot engage. Welcome. First squad, Oscar Mike.
All right, dickheads. Scout snipers are trapped in that apartment building. Get some!
Oh, well, shit. God damn. Oh, that's creepy.
Reloading!
That's the last of them.
Oh, that's it? Huh. Interesting.
We'll get additional support to you ASAP. Second squad, we've got scout snipers on a nearby apartment building, call sign Beowulf 2. Guardian Angels joining your net.
Second squad, this is Beowulf 2.
We read you, Beowulf 2. Talk to me.
Roger, second squad. We'll be here, Rise. Inbound, main route, you're south, south!
Second squad, we've got scout snipers in your AO willing to give you some eyes. Beowulf 2 is joining your net.
Second squad, Beowulf 2.
We copy, Beowulf 2.
Roger, second squad. We'll be here, Rise. Inbound, main route, you're south. Hang tight. Cobras are coming. Get him sooner, don't bother, Spartan 3! Got some scout snipers perched on a rooftop in your AO. Patching them through to give you some intel. Second squad, Beowulf 2.
We read you, Beowulf 2. Talk to me.
Copy, second squad. We got you covered.
Inbound, main route, north of convoy. But we're working on getting you some help. Stand by. I don't care what you say, just get in here!
Fuck.
incoming. Alley on the south side.